Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Paige here for another Reborn with Me video, and in this video we are going to be doing the lips and the nails. So stay tuned to the end of this video where I show you how I do my lips. So the first thing you're going to need to do is put on your vinyl gloves to prepare to paint the details on the baby nails. So we're going to be mixing up the nail tip color. It's Flesh 08, a touch of yellow, and your thinning medium. And the way I like to mix up my colors is I use the cuticle pusher to scoop out a tiny bit of the thinning medium, just a little pearl-sized bit of that, and I put it in my paint palette, and then I get the Flesh 08. And you just need a touch of the Flesh 08 because you're just adding a translucent nail color. So get out your fluffy 1/4 inch mop brush and just add a tiny little touch to your paint palette and mix that up. And then we're going to rinse off our brush really good before we add a touch of the yellow. You want to create a creamy, like ivory color for the baby nails. Baby nails are very translucent, and so they don't have a lot of color to them. So we're adding the yellow now with a 1/4 inch mop brush. Just add just a tiny touch, and then mix that all together with your thinning medium. The first part of this video, we're going to be defining or adding depth to our nails. So we're going to be using the lip and nail color from Bountiful Baby as well. So if you don't have that color, you can mix up your own color using thinning medium, crimson 01, and a touch of the red. But I bought the pre-mix from Bountiful Baby, so we're going to use that today. Now what we're going to be doing is using our number 1 round brush, and we're just going to be outlining our baby moons that we created on day 10. So we're just outlining the little moon shapes on each of the little tiny nails. It's really easy to do. Just take your time and paint a little tiny line around each of the moon shapes. And then we're going to be blending with our fluffy mop brush. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do your best and outline each one of her little tiny fingernails. I love how realistic these little baby nails are looking as they have this little tiny touch of details to the nails. Creates more realism for your baby. If you would like, you can, or if you feel confident, you can use your script liner. But I like to get a little bit closer to the nail to get that exact precision like line around each moon. So you can practice with each of your brushes and see which brush gives you more confidence. And now we're ready to do the thumbnail. If you make a mistake, just use a little bit of odorless thinner and a Q-tip, and you can clean off the nail and start again. That's the magic of odorless thinner. It's easy to erase little boo-boos that you might have. And then I just use my 1/4 inch mop brush to blend that little crimson or red line that I created. It's more like a raspberry red. With your creamy ivory premix that you made, or your mix that you made at the beginning of the tutorial, you're just adding the color to the tips of the baby's nails to give her that realistic baby look. And cleaning it up with a fluffy mop brush just to clean up all the little edges so that it looks very well blended and it just doesn't have a thick line. And we're just going to continue painting our little thumbs, tipping those nails with the nail color. Now that we're done with her little fingers, we can work on her toes. And we're just painting the tips of her nails. Just take your time and go slow and you'll do fine. This baby color, or the blend that we created, is the perfect nail color for babies because their nails are a little bit more translucent, and so this is the perfect color for tipping your baby nails. In day 2, we're going to be using Bountiful Baby's premix of nail color so that you can see how that looks, and then you can decide to leave it as is or add a little bit more color to the nails. It's up to you. But this color will add that translucent baby nail color that babies typically have. And then I'm just going to go over each nail and clean up any areas that look smudgy with a nice clean fluffy mop brush. Now take a few moments to inspect your work and make sure everything looks good before you bake in your new wave oven on 265 degrees for 8 minutes. If you would like to stick around for day 2 of nail tips, I'm going to be showing that next. If not, you can fast forward to the end of the video where I do the lip color. It's now day 2 and I am touching up the nails again just to make sure that everything looks just the way I want to. Plus I also want to show you and demonstrate what the Bountiful Baby nail color looks like. It's a little bit more of a white color, and so if you prefer to have the natural nails for your babies, just keep them as is. But if you want to try the Bountiful Baby nail color, or maybe you happen to get that in your starter kit or something, this is what the nail color looks like. It's still an ivory with a little bit more white added to it. And also I want to point out that I'm using my script liner for this step, but the reason why I'm using my script liner is because now I can really see where the nails are from day 1. So I'm just touching them up and going over them again, and it's okay to use your script liner for this step. And then we're just going to quickly go over each of the baby's nails, adding a little bit more of the white color, and then we're going to bake at the end of the day. If you'd like to do this all in one sitting, you're welcome to. Just make sure you cool your baby's vinyl for 8 to 10 minutes before you begin painting again. If you've stuck to the end of this video, well, thank you so much. Now we're going to be painting the details on the baby's lips. So in the creasing video, we did the inside of the baby's mouth and we brought that creasing color over the lips. Now we're going to be outlining the lips with some lip color, and the lip color that we're using is Bountiful Babies nail and lip color, and it's kind of a raspberry red. We're also mixing up with our thinning medium some Crimson 01, and we're going to just add a touch of the Crimson 01 to the thinning medium to create a nice little raspberry blush color. And then we're also going to be using in our paint palette a little bit of white mixed with odorless thinner. The white is going to add some highlights to the baby's lips. So bear with me while I prepare my paint palette for the lips, because you want your lips to be really soft and subtle. You don't want them too dark. And so I'm adding the lip color to the paint palette with a little bit of thinning medium, and also getting my other highlighting colors ready, which is just white. For the pouty part, the pout of the baby's lips, and also the lip blister needs a tiny bit of a highlight of white on top of the baby little pucker spot where they have their little lip blisters. Okay, the only thing we're going to be doing right now is outlining the baby's lips, kind of like what you would do with lip liner. Okay, so just use your round brush and put a tiny bit of the lip and nail color that I've mixed with thinner, or not thinner, but thinning medium. And we're just gonna go over the lips, lining them, and we're going to pull some of that color from the outside line into the center. And so as you line her lips, you need to be pulling and blending that color over the lips. The other thing I'm going to be showing you how to do is how, as a baby sucks on the pacifier or binky, it brings blood flow to the skin of the surrounding the lips. And so we're going to be blushing around her lips also. So let's create the line of the lips, outlining the lips with the lip color, and then just pulling that paint down as you go over the lips so that it blends it really, really nicely, and it's not a real harsh line. We want to keep it nice and soft and subtle. You can use your 1/4 inch mop brush to soften those lines as you go. And now we're just adding a little color. We're adding a little bit of color to the outside of her mouth to create that little pink pucker blush, and blending with our cosmetic wedge. And you can add as much of that raspberry blush color as you like for the pucker of her lips. As little and as much as you like. I'm just adding it very softly just so that it's nice and soft and subtle. And you can always add more after you have baked your baby in your new wave oven if you want it to look a little bit more blushed. Just rinsing my brush off. Now we're going to add the highlight to the fullest part of her mouth. The highlight goes on her bottom lip, and you just tap that on, and then a little bit to her lip blister, because the lip blister should look more like the flesh color or a softer hue. So that's why we add a little bit of the white to her lip, right at the Cupid's bow. And now I'm just going over the skin surrounding her mouth just to make sure that it shows up. We do everything in layers, and so I'm just adding a little bit more color around her lips. Once you are satisfied with the lips that you have created with these two colors, you can go and get some of that lip and nail color on the tip of your brush and darken or add some depth to her nose as well. Just blending her pucker again. I think that looks really soft and natural. Now let's put some of that color inside of her nostrils and her nose. So just taking your round brush, you add the lip and nail color right there inside her tiny little nose. This particular reborn baby has blonde hair, and so I'm keeping her skin very, very fair. But depending on your preference, you're welcome to add another layer of lip color if you'd like. And just bake in your new wave oven. All right, thanks for watching, everyone.